As the world undergoes a transition from polluting fossil fuels like lignite and fossil gas towards renewable energy sources like photovoltaics, we must ensure that the transition is democratic, participatory, and inclusive. One tool we can use is renewable energy communities, like Hyperion, based in Athens, Greece.
So in 2018, the Greek government published the first regulatory framework for energy communities. The same year, a group of friends, some colleagues from Greenpeace, from Electra Energy and other organizations, we gathered. We decided that we wanted to create our own energy community. The idea behind it was to showcase a model that could inspire consumers and people to gather together and share the benefit of community solar. After a few months, we developed the concept. Right now, we are realizing the first community energy project.
In Athens, just like in most other major Greek cities, most people live in blocks of flats. This means that they don't have their own available rooftop space. This creates a lot of problems in terms of installing solar panels on the rooftops, such as, for example, the presence of physical obstacles like air conditioning units, or the fact that people, because they're renting, they don't actually have a say in how they want the collective rooftop to be managed. Another key thing is that all of the residents of the building will have to come to an agreement about, for example, the installation of the solar panels. So as we can see, we're observing a series of physical, social, and political barriers when it comes to this collective installation. One tool we can employ in order to address this problem and for individual households to still be able to produce their own energy even if they live in blocks of flats is virtual net metering. What virtual net metering allows for is for the production to be separated from the consumption of the energy. So for example, the collective solar park of an energy community, like let's say Hyperion, is actually installed outside of Athens. And then what happens is that the clean energy that is produced on site is fed into the grid, and then the provider calculates the amount of energy produced by each member every month in the collective solar park, then how much they've consumed at their houses, and then basically they only have to pay for the difference, which can be actually zero if you calculate your percentage of participation in the collective solar park correctly. So then finally, this allows for members to circumvent this problem that we described before, that is the unavailability of rooftop space in urban environments.
So Hyperion is a community solar scheme where each member participates, is based on a collective self-consumption model. What it means in practice is that I declare my own consumption. I buy shares of the cooperative according to the amount of kilowatts that I need to cover my own consumption. So this is a bit challenging to organize, but as an energy community, we do our own financial analysis and business model, and we translate that into a collaborative tool where each member can actually declare their data to us. They can actually themselves calculate how much they want to participate in the scheme. As we can see, they share data as the annual consumption, the annual cost, not only in kilowatt hours, but also how much they pay, and the amount of power they would like to cover with the shares they buy in Hyperion. Additionally, we also provide data through this collaborative tool on what are the annual expenses that they need to deduct from their benefit. So at the end, each member knows exactly how much money they will pay up front, how much money they need to cover through third-party financing, what is the actual net profit based on savings, of course, that they will receive every year.
Energy communities, just like Hyperion, are a great way to tackle energy poverty, participate in the very much needed energy transition, fight climate change, come together with people that you share the same values, and actually have benefits for your own household, like economic ones, stability on your bills and in your energy consumption. So you have an overview of all the things that actually affect you in your everyday life, but you actually do something good for the societies as as a whole. After the prices went up in the fossil fuel industry and that affected the energy bills, participating in an energy community is even more beneficial for you. Like you do not have to pay this extra amount, or actually you do not have to pay at all sometimes, it's free. And you always know what you're gonna pay. There is no ups and downs and suddenly and unpredictable. So it's just the right thing to do for your household. You have to know your budget. The decision-making process within an energy community is purely democratic. Each member has one vote and it's equal to every other member, regardless the participation in an energy park or anything. So you have absolute equality.